I was working the 3 to 11 shift at the hospital, passing prescription to the patients on the ward, my usual duties as a charge nurse. I was in excruciating pain abdominally. I knew something dreadful was wrong with my body, for the pain had come and gone over a period of 6 months off and on. This evening it was almost unbearable. Nurses, they say, are the worst patients, and I, like everyone else, had obligations to fulfill in my life and kept putting things off. In addition, I was self-doctoring myself off and on with over-the-counter drugs. I had been diagnosed a few years back with colitis. This, I could sense, was different. I had scheduled a doctor's appointment for that week, which I could not keep, since I ended up in the ER room of the hospital the next morning, bent over in pain. I could not go any further. They attempted tests at first that did not reveal what they hoped for. Henceforth, exploratory emergency surgery was required stat. Upon my prep and arrival to the operating room, it flashed to me before I went under, oh, my God, I am going to die. I am a nurse. I have worked in the operating room. The thought was alien to my training. Well, I never went out. I mean, my body succumbed to the anesthetic, but I was quite aware still, very disinterested in what they were doing down there on me, my body, and started ascending. It seemed to be the most natural thing to ascend. I was in a tunnel, and it seemed things were soaring by me. Through telepathy or somehow, I don't really know how, I knew there were 2 male entities alongside of me as I sped in this tunnel. They were angelic beings. I knew that, and they were like escorting me up. At least it seemed up. I don't know. Then all of a sudden, I saw my paternal grandmother, just radiant and glowing, with light coming to me with elation on her face and her hand outstretched toward me. She was smiling. She was like in a mist or cloud. Her hand was trying to reach mine for an embrace. I could somehow sense there were other people with her, like a welcome wagon party or something, and I had extended my hand to grab hers. I somehow was so surprised and said, "Grandma, what are you doing here?" She'd been dead many years. One of the angel beings said, "No, Rachel." I knew telepathically, somehow if I touched her hand, I could not go back. It's like I was stopped, suddenly, like an invisible wall was put up. I said, "Why not?" They stated no, emphatically and very sternly, but with love. "No, you must go back." I again asked, "Why?" I wanted to go to that beautiful place, but I was suspended. Then I heard my little 3-year-old granddaughter's voice saying, "Don't go, bye-bye Memo, Memo, don't go." She was alive here in my daughter's house, which was confirmed to me later by my daughter, without mention by me, that Sammy was very psychic and had been playing in her little bedroom with her toys at the time I was leaving and was talking out loud to herself what I just described, when my daughter heard her. I swooshed back into my body and woke up in the ICU unit with tubes in every orifice. It was related to me later that the surgeons came out and told my siblings all they could do was pray. Number 1, it was graver than they thought and I was very weakened. The outlook was not good. They had removed a tumor the size of a grapefruit. It was cancerous, and they had removed a lot of my intestines, etc., and given me a colostomy. They gave me 3 months to live, I was told later by my family. Well, I am tired of writing now, but I also left my body 3 to 4 times after that and was met by angelic beings who informed me I did not have cancer and allowed me to peer inside my own body at my cells, and there is more. I came home, obviously, and still was not totally grounded or totally in my body. It seemed I was very loose from the physical shell. I learned a lot and can still ascend in meditation. I love it. In 1992, my youngest son was killed in a car accident on his way home from college. I have seen him also in these latter years. If I can assist you, I am willing. I know the empirical sciences attempt to attribute these accounts to neurotransmitters of the organic brain, etc. I've often wondered about that being a science student, but I know they are wrong, for there is certainly a different dimension we here call heaven. I've been there.